Hello, welcome to Old New England Houses. My name is Andrew. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch the video. I really appreciate it. I'm going to show you this absolutely gorgeous, beautiful house. Old New England house located in Connecticut. You're going to absolutely love it. I guarantee it. Before I move into the house, I want to encourage everyone to hit that like button, hit subscribe button, notification bell. I post new videos once a week, every Saturday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So definitely hit that subscribe button. Before I talk about the specs of the house, I just wanted to point out this rock wall in front of the house. I just love the rock wall, so I'm going to give you a second to take that rock wall in. But I just love the front of this house, the way this is set up. It just looks so old school New England. I just absolutely love it. But the specs of the house, located in Pomfret Center, Connecticut, built in the year 1707. So this house is 318 years old. 3 beds, 3 baths, 2,832 square feet, and has a pretty decent lot at 11.1 acres. Jumping into the front of the house here, typical entryway of an old New England house. You're immediately greeted by the staircase, and it's kind of like a hallway, a little setup here, as you can see. But it's very, very typical of an old New England home of this time period. One thing I want to point out here too, no doorknob on this door. I love that feature. You know, there's like a little lever action right here. I like the fact there's no doorknob there too. So really, you know, just if you were to put a doorknob there, even if it was something kind of older looking, I think it would just take a little bit of the charm away from the house. You know, take a little bit of the character out of the house. But give me a minute to take this space in, and we will move down to the first room here. This room straight ahead. And coming into the room here, overall not too bad. I'm not sure I'm too wild about the furniture choices in here. You can definitely tell they're trying to, you know, have a more old New England vibe to the furniture. They're not trying to buy brand new modern day furniture and put it in here. So I do appreciate that, but I'm not really sure I like the decorating style so much in this particular room. One thing I want to point out is these lights right here. I mean, certainly they light up the room at night, I'm sure, better than a floor lamp would or a table lamp. However, I'm not a fan of that lighting. You'll see this lighting all throughout the house in multiple rooms. It almost looks like floodlights, like you would see on the outside of a house. Comment down below. Let me know what you think of the lighting here. Would you keep it? Would you try to get rid of it? Maybe you might be limited on what you can do. This is an old house, but tell me down below what you think of the lighting here. All right. We'll move on into the next room here. Oh, I'm sorry. We're not moving to the next room. Different angle. Same room, different angle. Now looking at the fireplace. Love this brick fireplace right here too. And we'll give you a much closer up shot of this fireplace. This fireplace is 318 years old and looks like it's still functioning too. It's still good to go. That looks like ash right down there at the bottom. So, and there's a lot of black right here on the brick right in the back of the fireplace. So this thing is still a working fireplace from what it looks like. I think that's just phenomenal. I love that feature. It's keep this fireplace working, and I would definitely light some fires too at night. Just kind of give that old New England vibe to it. Okay, now I'm moving on to the next room, and I love this room much better than the last room. I definitely love the flooring here. This flooring is phenomenal. You can see the different widths of the beams here, or the beams of the floorboards. This one, for instance, this one's pretty wide, and then one next to it much thinner. Even this one up here, it looks like there's a little notch cut out of it just to get it to fit right in there too. So I absolutely love that, and it's kind of imperfections that make the house so perfect, if that kind of makes sense. So, but I love this room right here, and we got the same room, just different angle. A little better shot of the fireplace here. Love the musket above the fireplace, and see here's more of that lighting that I told you about that we saw in the first room. So you'll see that again. Like I said, you'll see it in more rooms. And here's a closer up shot of the fireplace. I'm thinking this fireplace is still used too. This is pretty dirty here at the bottom. And it looks like it's kind of gray right here. It looks like, yeah, I think this fireplace is still functioning as well. Love the musket. Like I said, love that musket. It's almost kind of a necessary feature. You got to have an old, at least a reproduction musket above a fireplace in an old New England house. I think it's kind of a necessary thing. And coming out of that room, now this is, I mean, I don't know what this space is really used for. This is a second staircase, as you can see here too. We'll go to the top of this staircase a little later on in the video. But I have a hallway right here. It's maybe just another entryway. I think this is the back door of the house right here. So maybe another entryway. Maybe you can use it kind of like a mudroom sort of a setup. Even though obviously they didn't have mudrooms way back when. At least they didn't call them mudrooms, I'm sure. But I think this is probably what you could use this space for. And this is the same space, just completely flipped opposite view now. So you just basically turn around and you're looking at the opposite end of that space. Not too wild about the color choices here. Comment down below, let me know what you think. Easy fix if you want to change the color. But if you love it, let me know down below in the comments. Now going straight ahead here, this is a dining room. We're going to go into this room. And we're kind of like standing basically in the doorway, looking into the dining room here. I love the exposed beams in the ceiling. Love the color. The color choices in here are a little bit better too. And this is still the same dining room. This is where the last picture was taken, right there, basically in the doorway. Now we're just looking at the opposite end of the dining room. Flooring, again, the flooring all throughout the house is fantastic. I absolutely love it. But giving you a see, now we're still in the dining room, opposite end again. Now we're getting a better view. We're getting a little bit of a view of the kitchen. We'll get a closer shot of the kitchen here in a second, but I'll give you a minute to take in this space. Love the dining room. I love the choice of dining room table. It's not a big space, so maybe you could get a little bit bigger table here, but probably not much bigger than this. So I do love the choice of furniture here, and choice of the chairs and the table. One thing I wanted to point out too is we'll get another shot of it here in a second. But the it's kind of looks like candle holders above the. It looks like it can hold 2 candles, and it's almost being used kind of like a little it's like a chandelier sort of a kind of a setup. If that makes sense. I've just never seen this before in an old New England house where you got a candle holder suspended above the dining room table or above anything, suspended from the ceiling like that. So comment down below. Let me know if you've seen this before with a candle holder suspended above the ceiling. Excuse me. All right, now moving a little farther down. Now we're getting a better view of the kitchen here. I like the choice of red for this kitchen, and the lighting here is better. We got pod lights. Not exactly old New England style. Of course, they didn't have pod lights way back when, but I think it's much better than those floodlights that we were seeing in the other rooms. And still the kitchen, now looking at the opposite end of the kitchen. And another view of the kitchen. Give you a minute to take it in. All right, moving on here. Now this is the top of the stairs. Now we're at the second floor, top of the stairs from the first staircase. This is the landing from on the second floor from the first staircase that we saw at the beginning of the video. But I love these. Look at the walls right here. This is absolutely incredible. I love this. All this exposed wood right here. Looks just great. I love it. Now we're going to go straight ahead into the first bedroom that's located right here, right in front of us. And coming in, we're at the opposite end of the room. This is a door right here going into the bedroom. So we came all the way to the opposite end of the room, opposite corner, I should say. Not a fan of the painted floors, but is what it is. And same bedroom, just different angle here. Need a little something over here. Need a little more furniture. Something has to go right here. But that's easy fix, obviously. We're going to leave this bedroom and go down the hall, opposite end of the house. Go to this bedroom right over here. Love this bedroom much more than I do the previous bedroom. First off, the floors aren't painted, so right away I'm going to like it for that reason. But I do like the color choices in here better. Not a fan of the bearskin rug. I've never seen a bearskin rug in an old New England house before. Comment down below, let me know what you think. Would you keep the bearskin rug, or would you get rid of it and replace it with something else? Let me know down below in the comments. And same bedroom, just opposite end of the bedroom. Get a different view. And we're going to move straight ahead. We're going to go into this bathroom right here. This bathroom I really like. I love the coloring in the bathroom. I like the tile work right here. I think it all kind of goes really well. Everything goes well together. Whoever decorated this bathroom did a very, very good job. I even like the wood lining right here on the edge of the bathtub with the step going up into the tub. Very, very nice. And same bathroom, a little bit different angle. And moving on. Next bedroom, bedroom number 3. It's like a little guest bedroom. Nothing too crazy going on here. I'll give you a minute to take it in. And Now this is the landing. This is the top of the stairs from the second staircase that we saw a little earlier on in the video. So this is what it looks like at the top of that second staircase. And I like the little wood too. I like how it's all worn down here. You can see it's wood. You can tell people put their hand on it and probably over the years it just kind of worn down the finish on that wood. I love the flooring too. Ceiling height looks pretty low in here. One thing I noticed. And this has same landing, same space. Yeah, we're just getting a little different angle here. Now you can see more down the side of the house. Looks like it's set up like a little lounging area. You got the couch, TV. I'm assuming maybe video game system right here. So kind of like a little hangout area maybe. Maybe there's an artist who lives here. Looks like something an artist would have this table. I'm not sure what the name of this table would, what kind of table this would be called, but let me know down below in the comments if you know. And we're going to go straight ahead. We're going to go into this bathroom right here. And not too much to talk about here, so I'll give you a minute to take it in. All right, moving on. Now we're on the outside of the house. Get some shots of the outside. This house is just really beautiful. I like the color too. I like this kind of this dark gray sort of color that we got going on here. And same angle, same side of the house. Now we're just taking a step back, or a few steps back, I should say, from the house. But I love the rock walls that they have here. Rock walls everywhere. It's almost a necessity. You have to have a rock wall with an old New England house. And opposite side of the house, you can see this is the front right here. We're on the opposite side in the last picture. So I wish I had pictures of what is in here. Now, comment down below. This is they got this hatchway right here. I notice how this hatchway is not directly underneath the house. Unfortunately, I don't have any pictures of the basement. So is this an extension of the basement and there's more basement that runs directly underneath the house, or is this a completely separate space altogether that's separate from the house, separate from the basement? Comment down below and let me know what you think here. But I would love to see what is inside here. This is such a gorgeous feature to have. I would buy the house just so I could see what was inside here. And it's the view of what you would see leading up to the house. Nothing too crazy here, but again, more beautiful rock wall. Very, very old, mature trees here. These trees must look fantastic when they're filled in. And that is it. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you all taking time to watch the video. If you made it this far, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you have not subscribed, make sure you definitely subscribe. Hit that like button, hit that share button too. Let your friends see it. Share it on Facebook, Instagram, wherever it is you want to share it. Doesn't make any difference to me. But definitely hit that subscribe button because I post new videos once a week, every Saturday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks again for watching, and we'll catch you next video. Bye-bye.